Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Mystery Dungeons and Dragons, the C Team campaign. As usual, the Gold Crow is spectating, and I will be your DM and host for this event. And as usual, we have here Magician Tronic.
Hi guys, I'm going to play Sena, the Scorbunny Sorcerer.
We got Quill,
I'm Quill. I play Lee.
Alex,
Yo, what's up? We're also dead.
and Riolo.
Hey, I'm probably not going to be here in a few minutes.
Oh, so soon.
That's promising.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm the least professional out of everyone here.
Wait, to be fair, maybe we can just say that Agimos had taken so much damage that he just passes out. It's alright.
Yeah, it worked out perfectly.
Anyways, in the last episode, our four intrepid heroes all entered this strange, weird dungeon place, participating in what's been being called the Trial of Miracles, against their will, mind you. And after getting situated, they went to the fool's shop and met a fairly odd Kecleon in there who gave them some advice, gave them some equipment, and gave them a basic idea of what they have to do, which is go into the doors, which supposedly lead into other worlds, find an orb there, retrieve it, and upon getting 8 orbs, they are allowed to enter what is known as the Judgment Door. So they did so and found that each of these doors, beyond them, they seem to be involved with tarot cards, thanks to a nice roll by Fatima.
Woo!
So, knowing that, they went through the Emperor door, met a very different version of the Expedition Society, who are criminal capturers instead of your typical explorers, map makers, and investigators. And after rescuing all of them and getting a reward by Ampharos, they were taken into a treasure room, grabbed a chest that healed them for a bit, and that is where we left off. Before we begin, though, just as a recap, would you all sort of explain, for the new people, or just as a recap, would you all sort of state your character again and explain sort of where they come from and what their whole deal is?
All right. Well, Lee is one of the Phantom Thieves, and should I give the whole backstory? Or
If you want to truncate it, just sort of where is he from and what his deal. Just try and give the cliff notes, I guess.
all right. Lee's a monk. He comes from a what are they called? Monastery. That's the word I'm looking for. Where only the strongest mind food gets to evolve into a mind shao, and he didn't like that, so he decided to leave and attempt to become strong enough by his own means, but didn't work out, became a thief, and ended up with the Phantom Thieves. Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Alright. Well, I'm playing as this little girl called Fatima Montefiore de la Cruz. If you couldn't tell, she's also a foreigner, kind of like Ape, but instead of coming from Naginata, she comes from another country called Archivos, that is located on the southeast of the air continent. And there's not really there's not a lot that I can really say about her. She once was part of a rescue team, but ended up leaving, and that's pretty much about it. Well, also she studied magic. That's why she's a wizard. More
Freaking
specifically,
Sena.
divination. More specifically, she studied divination. That's why she knows about a bit about tarot because of her backstory and stuff.
All right. So Sena is a she used to be a farmer girl. She used to live out in the rural area, just growing out berry trees with her family. And some things happened in her life, and now she decided that the farmer life wasn't for her, and she went out and explored the world. That's it.
Okay, and lastly, there's me. I always seem to go last in these things for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, anyway, I play Agi, and he's a fighter, a mercenary to be exact. I don't, to this day, I'm not actually quite sure where he comes from specifically. Not really because I don't know, but because in my headcanon, I guess, he's been traveling for so long and been to so many places. At this point, he's practically forgotten where he lives in the first place. If I had to say what he's been doing recently, he's just been off and about, traveling, taking jobs, or whatever. And if some of you are returning from the last stream, you also remember yesterday he almost died.
Oh, that happened.
Yeah, he
Oh, that did happen.
opened fire.
All right. So we start ourselves off with you all leaving the treasure room behind from the Emperor door, and as you leave the treasure room, you find yourselves back in that sort of main hall that you're familiar with, and what you see on the door is you see that the card itself has a sort of golden glowing frame around it.
Hey guys, we got A rank.
Wait, we got what?
References.
Referential? Never mind.
It's a joke. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So-
No,
So,
But yeah, I suppose we all leave the Emperor door and are now in the main hall, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
So-
boy.
That was hot, and Sena's going to nudge Aggie.
yeah, it was. I'm sorry. And at this point, he just sort of takes a seat for a minute. He just sits down. I need a second. I'm sorry.
All right. We'll go to the shop, and then we'll check you back. That's okay?
Yeah. You guys can go without me. I just need a second to. Oh, jeez. I need to catch my breath.
Okay.
Oh God. That really hurt.
Fatima's just going to look incredibly guilty to the ground and just tag along, not really say a word.
Okay. So you're all headed to the shop then?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. You enter the shop, and the first thing you notice as you enter is that the interior, while it has the same sort of layout where, like, there's the Kekleon there's a countertop that's taller than basically all of you except for Lee, and there's a passage behind it. Instead of the dusty place you saw before, you instead see that it's fairly dark, like not too dark that you can't see anything, but it almost looks like it's emulating nighttime, and the counter and floor are all made of blue marble now.
Okay, I don't think I have any way to create light. Uh-oh.
Okay. So Sena is going to, as she's a little bit short to see the counter, she's going to jump again into the counter. And she's going to look curiously and she's going to say, "So look, you did some remodelations here."
I told you before that this place changes. It goes different. It shows itself differently depending on either the world you come from or your mental state. So the fact that what you see here is different suggests that the world you visited or your mental state has caused a change here. I must admit, though, I am quite impressed with your performance in the last area.
Wait, you saw it?
Yes.
Impressed with it?
I'm quite aware of what goes on within each of these trials, so I'm very well aware. That group you met, tell me, do any of you know who they are?
Well, they certainly look familiar to some Pokemon I recently met.
Fatima just going to grimace at the answer of this Gekko and saying that he saw what she did and she just falls silent.
Indeed, though you must be careful. Even though they may look like Pokemon you know, that does not necessarily mean they will recognize you. And even if they do, I can assure you that the person they'd recognize and the person you are quite different. Still, within that world you brought about quite a great change. Thanks to your efforts, the Expedition Society able to quell that bandit group, and within their version of Lively Town, an era of peace soon reigned. You can consider what you did to be very good.
Wait,
Now
so
then,
that was an actual universe? It wasn't an illusion?
indeed, though it is a universe far beyond any that you will be interacting outside of here, so what you do there really shouldn't matter to you. Or perhaps it does. I will let you decide whether you find value in what you did or not.
Fair enough.
In
Okay.
any case, allow me to show you my wares for this event, and then you may decide whether to buy anything or be on your way. And he shows you these items.
Well, I think we're going to want that citrus berry.
Wait, if it matters, she reaches into her backpack and she pulls a citrusberry, and I found this from the Luxion.
Oh, so that's what you were doing.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Well, I wish you would have at least told us, then we could have at least helped and gotten all taken care of faster. I'm sure Mawile could have at least held her own until then.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
she
but
was pretty banged up when we showed up. Also, maybe telling a secret society that looks up for villains isn't a good idea, that you are basically stealing from unconscious people.
yeah, I, uh,
Quite frankly, I think that was the least. That would have been the least of their worries. They wanted help. They didn't care who it was from.
Also, one question, Mr. Leon.
Yes, what would you like to ask?
So you said, sorry if I'm mistaken, but you said something that the Pokemon that see us doesn't necessarily see us. That's correct?
I said that if you are recognized by a Pokemon,
Yeah.
it does not necessarily mean that they'd recognize you. Rather, they'd recognize a you that perhaps entered their lives within that world itself.
Oh,
So basically,
okay.
there's a chance that we're doppelgangers in a universe.
yeah, I guess.
That. Oh, I'm going to. Does anyone has a headache from all these mysterious things?
It seems fairly straightforward, if you ask me.
Seems simple enough, I suppose.
So anyway, items. What exactly does this TM do?
Ah, the Libra TM. Now, you may not recognize it because it is not a TM that naturally exists within your world, but rather one from another plane. What it does is it will allow you to scan an enemy. With it, you will learn what their current health is, what they are perhaps strong with, and where their weaknesses lie. Quite a handy tool.
Yeah, no kidding.
That would be useful, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, if it matters, I also managed to loot some gold from the Luxio, and these two she pulls two vials of unknown content to the, I guess, to the casual viewer.
Do we know what these potions are?
But not potions, poisons.
Poison.
Oh,
Yeah, I managed to deduce that one of them only works when ingested, and one of them only works when applied to wounds directly.
Hey, shopkeep. Would we be able to get any money for these vials of poison?
Indeed, if you wish. From what I can see of the vials, the one you have is worth 150 gold, while the other is worth 200 gold. Quite an interesting find you had there, I must say.
Lee looks very excited by those numbers.
Well, I'm not quite particularly interested in using them, so I guess we could get that investment. Yeah.
I'm all for it.
What do you think, Sena?
I mean, I don't have any uses for poison, so go ahead.
All right, I'll sell the poisons then.
Okay, add 350 gold to your money list.
Oh boy, we're rich.
For now.
Don't say that. You never said you're rich.
I mean,
I mean, the minute you say you're rich, somebody's gonna try and steal from you.
Yeah.
I guess.
Or
So let's see.
inflation. One of those.
A rich person doesn't have bodyguards.
Let's see. Well, I mean, we are our own bodyguards. But let's see here. So in total, that would be 350 from the two vials of poison, right?
Yep.
Okay. 421 gold pieces.
Well, with an
Let's see,
account like that, I think I feel pretty safe picking up that TM.
yeah.
Very well, that will be 50 gold.
And
Oh,
did
but-
you already get the citrus berry on our tab?
I'll say you did.
Okay.
So let's see.
70 gold in total.
Well, considering she's like the Pokemon that is in the possession of the most amount of money. I can English, I swear. I guess she'll
You're
hand the
the
70
richest
gold.
one, yeah.
I guess she'll hand just the 70 gold pieces, right?
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Now,
Thank you for your patronage.
is that bit of information from last time we were here still available? The one that cost what was 20 gold?
Information is always available, my friend.
What do you think, guys? Do we burn 20 gold finding out why we're here?
Sena is
mean-
going to say, hey, if we did such an amazing job, could it be like a reward or something that we can have this information for a little less gold? By any chance?
Perhaps
What
there's
price would you be asking for exactly?
I don't know what
Right.
sounds reasonable. Maybe
perhaps a fair, let's say somewhere between a 50, if this maybe.
So 10 gold. All
Somewhere
right.
around 10 or maybe 15, something like that.
Okay, Sena, give me a persuasion check.
All right. So first roll.
Oh boy.
Sorry, the commands I get every time I get it mixed up. 20.
Oh,
You know, considering the last time the AT tried to barter with the shop with the Keklion, I didn't think this would go so well.
I was about to say, does it count as advantage because we use the help action or something? But like, yeah, no, I don't think she needs it.
Fine. If you wish for that information, then you may pay me 10. Then you may pay 10 gold instead of 20.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Fatima just handles 10 extra gold coins.
Thank you very much, Mr. Leon.
You're quite welcome. So why were you summoned here? I cannot say I know the full story, but the master takes a keen interest in the fates and lives of Pokémon. And within you, he wishes to see where your potential may take you and what sort of paths you might walk. That is why this trial is built the way it is, so that he may see what decisions you make and what you choose as you go through each of these doors.
So we're entertainment for a stronger deity. Got it. Entity, rather.
You may see it like that.
So are these challenges personalized for our group compared to others?
In a sense, yes. In another sense, no. What you see beyond the doors is indeed different for each Pokemon, but the doors themselves and the cards above them remain the same. I'm sure you already experienced something like that, didn't you? And he glances over to Faitama. After
Yeah.
all, you yourself noticed something quite odd, did you not?
Yeah, the Emperor card usually doesn't depict an Ampharos, but this time it did.
Indeed. Though the connections may be loose, each of the worlds beyond there are connected to you and your world, though they take very different shapes. So if another guest were to come here, more than likely, what lies beyond each door would be different for them.
Interesting.
I suppose.
Well, I think that's all the shopping we need to do.
Yeah, I don't have anything to buy right now.
Yeah, I think we're fine as it is, and probably Yagi needs healing like right now. So
Yeah.
He would probably appreciate the citrus berry. Yeah.
Very well. Be sure to return here next time.
Will do.
We
alright.
will buy, Leon.
Okay, though as you're all leaving, the Kekleon sort of gestures to Fatima as if he's asking you yourself to stay behind a bit.
Oh, she just stops in place and she actually watches the rest going.
We just kind of eyes them warily for a bit, but then heads out.
She
Mm.
kind of shrugs. She kind of shrugs, sending a message spell. I'll be quick, I guess.
Try to be
Okay.
quicker than last time.
Right. Okay.
Okay. And while you're alone, the Kekleon says to you, "It was quite interesting watching what you did once you were parted with the rest of the party."
I'm I'm not proud of what I did. I did what I considered was the right move, is all.
We shall see whether the rest agree or not. I can promise you this, though. Your secret will not remain a secret forever. At some point in time, be it sooner or later, the rest of your allies will most certainly know.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid. I guess.
But that is all I had to say to you. You may rejoin them now.
Right. She just bows and exits the shop.
Okay. So now you're all inside the antechamber.
Lee's over by the first door they activated, and he's just kind of looking at the Nine Tails card right now.
Okay.
As you might expect, Agi's just like laying down and just taking a minute to rest, you know.
I suppose.
You want to give him that citrus berry, Fatima?
Right. Sorry, I just. Okay. She just walks up to the chestplate and gives him one of the citrus berries. Here.
Oh, thank you. And he takes it and eats it.
Okay, roll 1d6 plus 2 healing.
Come on.
Okay, boys, let's see if I can be any less dead than I am. Well, you know what I mean.
Any less dead than you are.
Yay!
Oh boy.
You need an exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Almost. You almost had it.
Remember, get it right.
At least it isn't a bunch of Fs.
At least you remembered the modifier, unlike me last session.
Oh boy.
Oh, only
Ooh.
3.
Oh.
Break the sacred second wind, boy.
I'm not turning that into a joke. Okay.
I mean, yeah, but like.
Well, we got the
Use
citrus
those-
berries from a bunch of criminals, or that citrus berry from a bunch of criminals. It couldn't have been too. It must have been close to its expiration date.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Those.
So, what do you want to do? Do you want to try your luck with the Nine-Tails door, or do you want to try a different door?
Can we... Hey, Fatima, can you... If you recognize that first...
Well, she had a look
That's
at
it.
it before, and she
Yeah.
didn't really remember it.
I can try again, but I don't know if I'll remember it.
We don't have anything to lose.
That's true,
Uh-huh.
but why don't we activate 2 more doors just to see what they are?
I believe we should stay with only 2 doors active at the time, and if we don't have many information, so if we think they are too hard of a challenge, then we go to the third one.
Okay, I guess we can activate one now and see if I can recognize the card. I suppose.
Okay. Currently, you've got the immediate left one and 6 doors from the left active. Which door do you want to go next?
He's
I
just going to
guess
walk
I'll-
to the right
Okay.
and activate the second door.
Okay. The light shines on the card once again, and what you see is... Oh gosh darn it.
And there was silence.
Sorry.
It's alright.
What you see is... Here we are. What you see is... The card appears to be at night, and what you see is a bright star shining over a vibrant grassy field. And the numbers below it are X, Z, I, and the looks to be upright. Fatima, give me an Arcana check.
Let's go. Nerd powers activate.
What
Please,
were the
Bailey.
Roman numbers? Sorry.
The roll,
XVII, I think.
yeah.
Alright. Nerd powers, let's go. Yeet. Oh my god.
We used
Uh,
That's something.
We're running dry.
Okay, with that roll, you vaguely recognize the card. You're not positive on it, but you vaguely recognize that the card has an association with hope and faith, and it typically is seen as a messianic card. However, before you could say that, Sena,
Yeah.
as you're looking at this door and at this card, something strange stirs inside your heart,
Oh boy.
and you feel yourself almost being drawn to the door. It's not forcing you to go there, but you feel drawn to it, like there's something about it that just captures your attention and is pulling you sort of towards it mentally.
Let me know. That is of the Star Arcana.
Okay. So also one question: is it upside down or is it
It's right side up.
right side up? Okay. So Sena is kind of in a trance. Is kind of hypnotized with this card, and she says, "This is our next challenge."
I mean, I suppose it doesn't sound bad. I mean, I'm pretty certain that.
I need to go there. I have a feeling I need to go there right now.
Oh.
He just kind of shrugs and opens the door and just kind of gestures for her to walk in.
Wait, but
What?
She just
What?
sigh-
Any
she just-
objections?
no. She just sighs and looks at Aggie for a moment.
And
And
he's gonna stretch a little bit and just be like, yeah, okay. You can get up.
and
Sorry.
she just goes in.
And we're off.
Okay. So, you all see the bright light that I'm sure at this point in time you're starting to get used to. And as your eyes adjust, you find yourself in the middle of a night in a vibrant open field. However, Sena,
Yeah.
what you notice about this open field is that it looks very, very familiar to you. It looks almost completely like the farm grounds you left behind all that time ago.
Oh no.
And with your guys aren't alone though. Within that field, there is a strange figure in a white cloak who has a what do they call it? One of those things used to till the earth. And he seems
A hoe?
Yeah, a hoe. He has a hoe and he seems to be advancing towards the fields.
Towards us, or like
Towards the field. So he's facing away from you, heading towards the fields. There's about, I'd say, 10 feet between him, and 10 feet between him and the field, 20 feet between you and the fields.
He's just gonna kind of duck lower to the ground out of instinct.
Well, this is
Not that it'll really do anything, just flavor text.
Sena is starting to panic a little bit. This cannot be. No, we cannot be here.
You recognize this place?
Okay, Sena, you're confusing me. First, you say that we must come here. Now you say that we don't know. What do we just back away? What do we do?
This was my home.
Wait, you lived here?
Yeah, I mean, Leon said that this might be an illusion, but I'm pretty sure this is my home.
Wait,
or at least the alternate reality version of one.
Yeah, it may be just not really your home, but like
what?
a parallel of your home.
Wait, guys, hold on. When did he ever say those things? Did you
on
not?
the shop.
Oh yeah. Okay, y'all gonna have to catch me up with that later.
Yeah. Sorry, we'll tell you.
As you
It's
guys have been talking, the cloaked figure seems to have noticed your presence, turned around, and is looking at all of you.
I think at that, he's just going to instinctively like flinch a little and just like think to himself, if he so much as puffs a single wisp of flame in my direction, I'm taking him down. I'm not taking any more chances.
listen. I'm going to. If this is my home, maybe I can talk with them before we have to ask. We don't have to fight every time.
Agreed. The more we can agree, the more we can avoid fighting, the merrier.
Yeah.
And she is going to start approaching it. Say, "Hello."
The cloaked figure waves at you all and says, hello. I didn't expect to see other Pokemon here. What brings you all to these humble farms?
It. Sena is a little bit shocked. Do I recognize the voice?
You feel like it's vaguely familiar, but you're not entirely sure where. You do recognize it, and you're certain you've heard it before, but you're not certain from who.
All right. And so, what berries are there in the facility?
Currently, the field is empty.
Okay. So Sena is going to try and say, we heard that these berries were the best in the whole grass continent. So we decided to take a look.
Well, I don't want to toot my horn too much, to be honest, but I try, though. He sort of laughs and points and sort of waves behind him. As you can see, I'm a little late in getting my stock up. You see, from what I've heard, is that there's an old rumor that if you plant and sow your berry seeds now, what you'll yield is quite an amazing crop. So here I am attempting to get all this work done before night falls. Or not before night falls, before the morning comes.
Wait, you're saying that if you plant seeds literally right now, next morning you'll get the best crop ever?
So the rumors say, yeah?
That you look like a really hopeful individual. He's
Yeah,
emphasizing the hopeful. So if the others catch along.
yeah, I guess. But then she kind of casts a quick message spell on Sena, and she's like, "Are you crazy? We can't grow an entire crop in a single night. What are we gonna do?"
Listen, we have a grass type.
Uh, 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 oh my.
As you guys are
Okay.
messing each other, the figure says, "Would you like to help with me plant the fields a bit? As you can imagine, it's a bit of a task, and I'd like to get as much done as possible before the morning rises. Of course, you need not all help me. There's a shack behind you," and he points. As he points, if you guys look, you do see that there's a tiny sort of outhouse shack. If any of you would like to rest back there while we work, you may, though the more people that help, the more we can get done and the better crop we can potentially yield.
She's gonna cast a message spell both on Lee and on Aggie. Guys, I think this might be the test, but Aggie, I hope you know how to do really good crops and you have some sort of grass powers, because otherwise I don't know how we're gonna do this. Oh my god.
And he responds to Fatima, "Well, I don't really know how good I am with crop work, but I guess I do have this affinity for grass, so make it work." As he finishes messaging his conversation with her, he also says to the stranger, "Well, I guess we wouldn't mind working with you necessarily, but before we can even really talk about that, you mind telling us who you are exactly?"
I'm sorry. I know mysterious cloaked figure appears right in front of you, keeping secrets. Probably not someone you'd inherently want to trust, but I'm sorry. I can't tell. I can't. Just believe me. I mean you guys no harm, and in all honesty, should you guys wish it, you could probably easily take me out. So I wouldn't like to have a fight. I just want to plant these fields.
Well,
And
Aggie,
then,
you don't need to take the whole night to rest. You can just rest for a little bit and then come back out and help us.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be the most beneficial to you guys anyway.
I don't exactly know how I could be of help, but I guess I can try.
You take the berry and you put it in the ground. How difficult could it be?
Actually, there are currently 3 things we need to do. First things first, we will need to plow the fields, which is he shows the plow and or not the plow. He shows the hoe. He shows the hoe, and then he also reveals that he has plenty of hoes for everybody. And he says, first we'll need to plow the fields. Then we will need to sow the seed. And finally, we'll need to water it. So, should you. And I would like to take an hour for each of these tasks in order to make sure it is done before the night.
I'm up for it.
oh, I I'm a little rusty, but I think I can give you a hand.
Mm. Fatima seems to be been a bit deep on thought, almost like absent-minded, and she snaps back to her. Oh, sorry. Could you maybe repeat that? I just.
Lee just kind of looks at her unamused.
Basically, you need to plow the field. Once the field is plowed, we need to sow the berries, and sow the seeds. And once the seeds are done, we will need to water it. And I'd like to only take an hour for each task.
Yeah,
Right?
I guess I can do the watering, maybe.
I can do the. Sorry.
I was just going to say, let's get started, but if you have something else
Yeah.
to say, go ahead.
No. I can help with the 3 tasks.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, I have a hunch I can do it.
Okay.
And she turns around and winks.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
So here's how this is going to work. First things first, yeah. The field is, we'll divide the field into 2x4 sectors just to make it easy. Obviously, this is not drawn to scale.
okay.
So for the plowing, what you need to do is you need to give me, with the plow, you need to either give me a strength or you either need to give me a strength athletics check or just a straight up dexterity check. Sena, you have proficiency regardless of what you want to
Yeah.
do.
So
So
that's
Plowing
Yeah.
each sector of the field will take you 25 minutes and... wait, 25? No, 20 minutes, and obviously you only have an hour, so you can basically plow 3 times in each sector before the night is over. So, if you, obviously the figure is going to work as well. If you get a good enough roll, it's just plowed and done with. If you get a fairly so-so roll, and I actually realized I think I miscounted my math, so I might change that. If you get a so-so roll, then you can try that again up at advantage, and if you get a bad roll, then it's just nothing to do.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
If possible, may I ask to take 10 minutes from the whole hour thingy regarding the farm tools, just for a little thing.
Going secrets on us again, are you?
Yeah.
No. If anything, I'm
actually,
going to
I'll
try to
say-
get more help.
I'll say it requires 15 minutes to... yeah, each plow session will be 15 minutes.
Okay.
And
50 minutes as in per person? Or?
15 minutes per... like, you can all do it at the same time. You just wanna specify which sector you're going to plow, and each sector will take you 15 minutes to fully do.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do the top left one.
I'm going to do the top right one.
My strength is so bad, but I guess I'll try to take 10 minutes and maybe in 5 minutes get something done.
Okay, you'll be rolling at disadvantage for that.
Do I do a
Fair enough.
+4 or +7?
If you're just rolling base dexterity, then it's just base dexterity. If you're rolling athletics, then it's whatever your athletics modifier is.
All right, just base dexterity then.
Okay. F
Well,
in
that's
chat.
a good start.
Alright. Ooh.
Come on!
Boy. I roll with disadvantage either dexterity or athletics, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. No need to roll anything
No.
else. Okay. I'm
God,
kidding.
suck.
I think we needed the grass type guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I
So-
may, I don't know if I'll be able to like roll again because of a certain strategy thingy that I'm trying to pull.
Well, I'll say Lee and Sena, neither of your fields were that good, but both of you can redo them at advantage. The mysterious figure got his field perfectly fine, and Sena and Fatima's, yours was no good.
Okay.
And that is the first 15 minutes.
I'm going to assume that that Fatima was kind of distracted because mid I guess while working and seeing that she was getting nothing done, Fatima is going to just let a sigh, grab her spell book, try to flip some pages, and she's gonna prepare a ritual. And if possible, with 10 of those 15 minutes, she's gonna cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
And
let-
here are Lee's 2 rolls coming up for the advantage.
Let's see. How does Unseen Servant work again?
Thanks, Parser.
Dang.
Parser, whatever have we done to you, man?
Out with 4 blood. So
Jesus.
these are my 2 advantages as well.
Parser.
Thanks,
Oh.
Parser.
Okay. Well, thanks to already having some of the work done, the DC is a bit low. You both pass. What are you doing with Unseen Servant right now?
I guess I'll try to plow either a different field or the same that Fatima is plowing.
Okay, if you both you and your servant are working, then you can get advantage. If they're doing a different field, then they'll do a different one.
Alright, I guess I'll take the advantage.
Okay.
Well, then nothing. Please, unseen servant, save me.
Oof.
Jesus Christ!
What's up with
but-
these rolls?
Okay,
Parser.
partner, we get it. We don't. You don't like farming. We don't either. Jesus.
Yeah, no, your field is still not good.
Thank
Parser
God.
hates
The,
Stardew Valley.
Okay,
Thank
so
God.
currently at halfway done, 4 of the 8 fields are good. So it's the mysterious figure. You kind of get the sense he's pretty good at farm work because he's just been doing really good at what he's been doing and managed to get everyone done. So currently you have 4 of the fields done. All right.
Half of the time.
Yeah,
I'm
and
going to
half of
assume
time
that-
is done.
I'm going to assume that no one is freaking out that there's like probably a floating plow doing thing alongside Fatima. Okay, good. Never mind. Let's go.
We'll just say everybody's so busy working that nobody noticed.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Sena is just trying to grasp everything.
He dies doing farm work. All right. Anyways, next quadrants. Everybody, give me a roll.
Do I get
And
advantage with the unseen servant or not?
yeah, so long as you're using the unseen servant, you continue.
Oof! Thank God this spell that's an. Oh my
Just-
God!
Mercer does not like what the absolute.
I have actual farmer's blood in my body, and I get an M1. Okay, I see how it is, Parser.
Jesus, please.
I'm so frustrated because this was supposed to be my challenge.
Yeah, Mercer does not like you guys right now. I mean, you could be glad this isn't during combat, I guess.
Yeah, but Jesus.
Aggie,
Oh
we
my
need you right
God.
now. Come out here and help us.
Roll, damn it, roll. Roll athletics, roll dexterity, roll anything. But roll!
I mean, Augie is currently sleeping, so
Okay.
For half an hour
okay. Give me another roll.
on it. Jesus. Thank you for your efforts are appreciated. Jesus.
No.
I'm guessing we didn't have the advantage to end it.
First off, you still have advantage, Alex. So make another roll.
I'm on it. Oh my God, something decent.
Okay,
Oh.
Alex, you pass. Sena, you have advantage. Quill, you do not, and the person also passed. So, there are only 2 fields left. So,
Unseen servant, let's go. Them stretched.
everybody give me a roll, and if one and it yeah, and if 2 people pass, then I'll consider this all good.
Do I still get advantage with the unseen servant, yeah?
Yes.
Oh,
I know I
That's
got it.
better.
What the fuck?
never mind, we're done. That's it.
Oh, that's only one. Oh, yeah, that's 2 passes.
That's it.
Oh.
Oh my
Cut it
god.
close, Parser. G.
I guess I was literally rusty with those proficiency with farming. Oh my
me too. Nah, that's fine. That's fine. Real, we're fine. We'll survive. We will not die in Stardew Valley / I don't know.
Okay, well, that's just part 1 of this, but yes, you have
Oh God, there's
you have
more.
rested for an hour, so if you want to, you can have Agamus roll hit die, and then he can join in with sowing the seeds.
You could have broken the sacred stick and wing.
So you've got, I believe, 5 total hit die, so roll what you need.
Also, remember that you add Constitution modifier to the roll.
Yeah.
You have only one
Okay.
hit die?
No,
That's just what
you.
he decided to use.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
you
You
only
can.
recover,
I mean, 9 HP back, that's not bad.
and you only recover your hit dice on a long rest. So like, we better not just throw all of them in the
Oh, yeah.
first short rest.
Okay. Is that all you want to use, Real?
So meanwhile, how is chat reacting to? Yeah, I
Try, no rush.
Okay. So I'll say that now Agimus has had a short rest, so he can now join you in the next task, which is sowing the seeds. Okay. Similar thing, you've got the 8x4 square, and it takes each attempt will take 10 minutes. Oh wait, I did put that one for. Yeah, each attempt will take 10 minutes. The better, yeah, or not 15 minutes. Sorry, and it's similar rules apply. So if you do decent, you'll get advantage. If you do crap, you'll get you won't get any, and if you pass, then you've got that field done and over with. So yeah, this time you'll be rolling base dexterity, though you have advantage, Sena. But everybody else, you'll be rolling base dexterity.
I'm back.
Okay.
Try.
okay.
Also, do I roll with advantage because I'm seeing servant or not?
Oh, is Unseen Servant still going?
I use it for 1, 2, 3 rounds, and with this round it would be an hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
can I ask you a question? Am I allowed to add my proficiency bonus to this since I'm proficient with nature? Or is that too much of a stretch?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll say if you're proficient with nature, you understand farming pretty well. Yeah, I'll say you can add your proficiency modifier to the dex check.
Okay, so my using your grass type does come into play here.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. Unseen servant would fade away exactly after this, so I might have to recast it again. But for as of right now, I'll just use it. I just take the advantage and take the disadvantage on the next round.
Yep, okay. Roll Unseen Servant at advantage then.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
not-
Please
okay.
roll. Finally.
Here, Parser is allowing you guys to actually.
Not me.
spoke
We
too
talk too
soon.
soon. Yeah, we talk too soon.
Snake eyes. Oh, snake
Fatima
eyes.
starts eating the seeds.
Okay, so for sowing the seeds, you had Sena. Yeah, Sena and Sena and Lee passed. Agimus, your specific area, you roll at advantage. Fatima, you're sucked.
I am credit to team.
Dang, not even gonna be like gentle about it.
So you get to roll at advantage next.
I'm going to say I cast. I pull my spell book again.
Am I gonna roll it
And-
again?
Yeah, only you roll advantage. Well, you and Fatima is using a servant.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take 10 minutes then to cast Unseen
Okay,
Servant
that's
again.
good.
Also, holy shit.
Oh, yeah, you're casting Unseen Servant again? Okay, so you would roll at disadvantage this one then.
I roll advantage and then with disadvantage, or which one is it? Or do
Oh,
they just
sorry.
cancel each other out?
Are you... Okay, you're casting Unseen Servant right now?
Yes, and then probably roll.
Okay, then I'll say since you're still under limited time, you're still rolling at disadvantage.
Fair enough.
Okay. That's, I don't think you need to worry about advantage.
Okay, let's see. D20 plus 2. I'm gonna lose a decent roll now. God,
Unless you
why,
roll
Poppy?
higher.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Lee.
Also, we have Lee and Sena can roll again, right? For the second field while they still do the first one.
You guys, Lee and you both passed, so you're on to
Yeah.
a new field. So you don't roll at advantage; you just roll straight up.
Okay.
All right. Well, there's my straight up for that one.
And that's mine.
Ooh, nice. Okay. And oh wow, he actually failed one, though he gets to roll at advantage again. Okay, with halfway done, you guys are 5 fields sowed. So you guys are doing a bit better this time, and since there are only 8, that means you just need 3 passes in order to have this be done.
We just need to get into the swing of it. That's all.
Okay,
All right.
roll again.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Now, finally.
Alex, don't say
Okay.
things like that. Don't be sassy with Doggy Sparks. It will murder us.
I wasn't being sassy, but okay.
When you say things like "finally," it's like I don't want to sound like judgmental.
Wow, you
Three
guys
17s in a
really
row.
like 17.
Okay.
Maybe we're just playing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
That's
playing
it.
with us. It want us to feel
Finally
bad.
pulling your weight, huh, Fatima?
Yeah.
I'm the wizard. I'm not fit for this stuff.
All right,
Roll
you
that 20
guys,
right and center.
you guys all passed with flying colors.
So
In fact, you guys are since you guys are early, you guys get to you guys will get to be able to have more time for the next task.
Nice.
nice.
First the mysterious figure says, "All right, let's take a bit of a break here, get a bit of a drink, everybody. Start up pretty soon, so take 5."
That'd be
Okay.
appreciated.
Yeah. Okay.
So Sena is. Did Sena recognize what seeds were we planting?
Give me a nature check with advantage.
Yikes! My nature is -1.
You.
Uh,
Maybe,
You're a
I was about
firefighter.
to say.
Yeah.
I was about to say that maybe you could have farming tools because farming, but nah.
You're rolling it with advantage, so give another roll.
Can't get any worse than that.
Nice was like the stock.
Oh wait, that was a
like
plus.
extreme.
That was a +1, but wow.
I mean, yeah, like
Nice parser's
still.
Oh, that was a +1. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll let you give the. Okay, you are aware that the berries that you've been planting are orange, citrus, figgy, pecha, and lum.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's what you've been sowing, and so on your break, I don't know what everybody else is doing. Maybe just stretching, walking around. The mysterious figure walks up to you, Sena, and says, You looked a little rusty at first, but after getting that off, you've been handling that whole life. You've been handling all this farming stuff like a pro. Have you done this before?"
honestly, more time that I really wanted to admit. Yeah, I've been living in a farm similar to this for most of my life. So my name is Sena, and she's going to stretch her hand.
Nice to meet you. Are you still? He shakes your hand and he says, "Are you still with that farm?"
We had to sell it. We
Oh.
had, sometimes things go right, and sometimes you have a rough seasons, and you can't help it.
Oh, you can't really see his face because he's cloaked, but
Yeah.
you get sort of the feeling that you sort of get the feeling that hearing that news has sort of dampened his mood a little.
But yeah, no, this looks really promising, and if we manage to end for before the sun rises, we are. I have a feeling that your plantation is going to prosper, and you're going to have a rich season this year.
That's good to hear. Of course, in return, I'll be sure to give you guys a bit of the crop as well. It's only fair since you've been such good help.
We, yeah, we are going. We will appreciate that. It's really generous from your part. I know that basically sometimes you think that this isn't worth it, but I really miss doing this a lot. And you don't have no idea how much it impacts other people.
That's good to hear. I do definitely hope you've been having that this doesn't bring back too many bad memories. And I'm glad that you however whatever twist of fate brought you here, I'm glad that you came here.
It's not a problem, really. So yeah, it's sorry, I just need a minute, and she's going to go away a little bit and just try to look at the scenery if something, anything at all, reminds. If this is an 8-board farm, if this was her farm, something like anything.
Okay. First things first, I would mention since you did shake his hand, you
Yeah.
you couldn't tell whether it's gloved or not, but his hand was white.
Oh shoot. Oh no.
I'm getting the
But-
feeling this might be a family member, maybe.
Shh. This happened.
But anyways, as you look, like
Yeah.
it looks familiar, but you're just not really certain of anything. That's the only thing you can really get an idea of is that it just looks familiar. It looks like it was once your farm, but beyond that you can't say positively.
So how much of the break is left?
The break, if you've taken a moment to just take in the scenery, then the mysterious figure says, "All right, break's over, everybody. Let's get done. Let's get started with the final task." There is, unless you guys have some other way of causing water to suddenly appear, there's a well a bit of ways from here that will draw water from and bring over to the fields.
Ah, dang, we should have gotten the one in Torrance.
Yeah.
Not in the city.
Or just, I don't know, maybe I should have leveled up and just cast Rain Dance.
As a fire?
The thing is, if I recall correctly, never mind. Doesn't matter. But it could have helped a lot. Jeez. But I suppose that without that option, we're pretty much limited to just go to the well for water.
Yeah, unless you can think of anything fancy. I mean, if you can think of something fancy to do, then you can search.
Do you have telepathy? Can you, like, look through the air?
How many? How many buckets or how many containers do we have to carry the water?
you each are there are several buckets lying around, so you each can. The way this works is that it's less how the bucket and more how much you fill it. If you fill the bucket with only a small amount of water, you can easily carry it over and you'll be rolling at advantage to get it over to the field and water it, but it won't really water the field that well, so it'll take a couple of slathers with the bucket in order to fill it up, whereas if you fill it up halfway, you will just make a normal, and this is a strength athletics check, though Sena continues to get advantage, but you will just do a normal roll, and if you succeed, then you will have the field sufficiently watered, and if you fill it up all the way, you will take a disadvantage on strength, but you can use it to clear 2 of the fields at once.
Okay,
Who's familiar about
Okay.
this?
guys,
So-
I got a plan.
Does my
I
Lots
have
of
a-
buckets
I
with
have
your
one as well.
mind.
does my unarmored movement speed contribute to this at all?
No, it does not, but you can use step of the wind.
I want to make an
You-
argument here that because Agi has like the grass vines that all grass type has to be able to carry more than one bucket, but I don't know if that really helped.
No, guys. I think I got the perfect idea. How many buckets do we have? 4?
There are plenty of I'll say, let me roll. I will say that there are 9 total buckets.
Okay, I can make this work, guys. It's big brain time. So a full bucket can water up to 2 of these fields, and there's 8.
Yeah, if you carry a regular if you carry it halfway, or if you carry it full, you will be rolling at disadvantage, but it can water 2 fields, yes.
Okay. And I assume filling a bucket filling a bucket takes an action, right? Or something like that. 10 minutes, like getting the
Yeah.
bucket and then going back.
Yeah, getting the bucket, filling it up fully, and then going back will take 10 minutes normally, though I'll say if you want to use like something fancy like Step of the Wind, Action Surge, or whatever, then both Lee and Agimus can make 2 trips in that 10 minutes if they want to use Step of the Wind, Action Surge, or whatever.
Okay, I think I got an idea, guys. It's time for more ritual shenanigans.
I mean, we can wait a minute. Don't you have a nice type attack?
I do, but what's that gonna do? It's ice, not
Are you
water.
thinking what I'm
I
thinking? you're
have a
thinking?
fire type attack.
What?
Are you
Say
saying?
use the ice type attack to make a block of ice and then use fire to melt it.
I
Or
mean, yeah,
just
but that,
collide. They both attacks collides and creates water.
I mean, okay, but that was not my plan. I can end this like way easier, way quicker. But that was a good idea. No. It's time for more ritual shenanigans.
Okay.
All right, so what's the plan?
Okay, I'm gonna need 10 minutes because it's a ritual. If this works, we can just basically with one single action carry all 4 buckets without making a roll. Probably.
Can you describe it in detail in case we need a backup plan?
Well, I'd say he should just go along with it, and the three of us will just go along as normal.
Yeah.
I'll wait to burn a key point until we see if this works or not. If it doesn't work, then I'll burn the key point.
Okay.
We did this thing with action surge.
Okay, so basically, the ritual is 10 surge floating disc. The spell creates a circular horizontal plane of force, 3 feet in diameter and 1 inch thick.
Oh, I
That
see where you're going
floats-
with this.
That floats 3 feet above the ground in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. The disc remains for the duration and can hold up to 500 pounds. If more weight is placed on it, the spell ends, and everything on the disc falls to the ground. the disc is immobile while you are within 20 feet of it. If you move more than 20 feet away from it, the disc follows you so that it remains within 20 feet of you. It can move across uneven terrain, up or down stairs, slopes, and the like, but it can't cross an elevation change of 10 feet or more, yada, yada, yada. That's pretty much it.
Interesting.
So basically, if we have like a mountain of treasure and loot and we're not strong enough to carry all of it, I can just be bada boom. We have literally a at will
A floating platform.
Yeah.
pretty much. So my plan is you load all of the buckets, you place it on the disc, I move to the field, and then we can just water.
Off-topic question here, but if that disc can support 500 pounds, could we, in theory, stand on it and fly?
Float. But kinda?
I mean, I know that just sounds like a completely random question, but since you proposed the idea, I just wanted to ask.
I mean, yes, you can sort of fly, but again, it can't cross an elevation change of 10 feet or more. You can more so levitate.
Burning time, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Like, no.
Let's move forward with it.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So you're going to take all 9 buckets, fill it up, and put it on the desk?
Yep.
Okay.
It's gonna take me.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Fatima, you spend your 10 minutes concentrating with your ritual. How do you want to flavor it?
Basically, she's just gonna again grab her spell book, flip a few pages until she finally finds the spell. She's gonna draw a small, oh, not really small, a quite large circle on the ground with her glove hand. And as she does some incantations in Archivus, as she's pretty much done, a small force-like platform starts to appear beneath the ground, and it's now like floating in front of them.
Question: what school of magic is Tensor's floating disc?
I think conjuration, but I'm not
Conjuration.
sure.
Yeah.
I
conjuration.
Damn, I could have made an epic reference there. Would have been a funny joke. But
No,
no,
no.
this is a long school.
Shh, we're burning time. Let's go. Plan.
Okay.
It work.
So, all right, you have this disc. I assume you're going to put all the buckets on top of it?
Yep. Fill all the buckets. Put the buckets on.
We only need 4 though.
Fill them all.
Okay, fill them all. Waste
500
water
pounds,
for the poor farm. No, but we're like, yeah, sure. Fill them all. Waste water for the poor farmer. See
It'll
if he
be
cares.
fine.
Okay. You fill them all, and you place them on. All right. I can't see any way to make a roll with it, so yeah, you do that. You put them on. You move over, and through your floating disc, yeah, you manage to basically in only 20 minutes, you manage to water all the fields.
Yay!
Creativity wins again.
We broke the puzzle. Yes.
Gosh darn it, you guys broke my puzzle.
I mean, to be fair, we struggled a lot with the first one.
Yeah, Dice Buster was gonna kill us. We couldn't afford to take chances.
He knew we could just cheese the third one, so he made the first one.
All right. Yeah,
But
the fields are planted. Congratulations, you guys. You, in fact, switching back to the character of
mhm.
the mysterious figure looks in amazement as you do all this, and as you just plant the fields like that, and he just says, "Well, I'll give you guys credit. I didn't see that coming. That was pretty amazing. I think we're gonna have a good yield."
Yeah, magic's cool
Yeah.
like that.
Fatima just kind of looks slightly proud as she flips some pages through her spellbook, then closes it. Well, I guess starting some of this actually does is pretty much it's useful.
Now, before before we end everything here, can I ask you something?
Sure, we've got some time until the sunrise.
We clearly helped you. She's going to signal the whole fields and say, we clearly helped you with the things that you needed. Now, can you please tell us who you are?
Oh,
It's something I really, really need to.
no, just what Crow said in the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways,
Just you wait until Fatima learns animate objects. You'll see.
To be
anyways,
fair, like, we're not in a tower situation here. There's a lot of ground to run.
Oh boy.
fair point. Anyways, he sighs for a moment. He says, "Well, I suppose I didn't want to do this, but you did help me, so I suppose." So he takes his cloak, he removes it, and what you see standing before you guys is a cinder. Oh gosh, did I forget the
Cinderace.
species? Yeah,
Cinderace?
you guys see a Cinderace in front of you, and as you see this figure, Sena, you immediately recognize this as the very same as your father.
And she starts. She really starts crying at the sight of. It was you. I can't believe I helped you.
I
And
guess Fatima is going to kind of look a bit. She's not really scared. I guess shocked at her crying.
and she ran away a little bit.
Upon seeing this, I think Augie would have a sense of, oh wow.
Leash just
But
gonna
Sena,
cross
wait,
his arms and roll his eyes.
What you gonna say? She just looks back to the rest of the group as Sena just runs away. I guess maybe you can rest if you want. I'll talk with her, I suppose.
Make sure she doesn't get hit with a hydro pump or something.
God forbid.
Yeah.
This doesn't surprise me. I knew she'd react like this. I shouldn't have revealed myself.
Wait, how did you you know each other? Or?
She's my daughter, and I left her and her mother alone. I left them both and ran away.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything about it, but I had this feeling, based on like you didn't really show yourself and she seemed to recognize this place. I didn't think much of it, but also, I don't. How do I say this? We're glad, I guess, we got to help you, but there's also something we wanted to ask you about.
Sure.
This may sound weird, but we're sort of a group of travelers, I guess, that are looking for these strange silver and gold orbs that flash in between those two different colors.
Those.
Can we have
Do you know?
the one we have?
I do have one of. If you're describing what I think you are, I do have those. Yes. After giving you guys the yield, I was going to give you that orb as well.
Please do. We kind of need it.
Before that, you mind if I go talk with Sena for a bit? Just
Sure.
before we take the orb?
Sure. Do that. I'll keep an eye on the yield. Frankly, I don't. After what happened, I don't deserve to talk with her. When you see her, though, tell her that I'm at least proud of the woman she's become.
Okay.
All right, fair trade, I suppose.
Okay.
I,
So Fatima, you follow where Sena ran off, and how far did you run?
She basically ran away, and she's just crying under a tree that she used to play a lot. Maybe there is a swing nearby, if
Mm.
there is still there.
If we're having a hard time finding her, I'll use detect life to see if I can find her.
Oh yeah, there's a few fighting types, guys. I think.
Well, I'll say just for the sake of convenience that
Yeah.
Fatima, as you followed the direction, you eventually found Sena crying under the tree.
Okay. She's gonna look a bit nervous, take a deep breath. Okay, I can do this. She walks up to Sena and she goes, "Hey, okay."
I couldn't be so stupid.
Well, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I guess he's kind of not really your father because of the alternate universe thingy, and I'm not helping, am I?
I don't care if he's an illusion or not. He wasn't there. The real one.
Mm.
He left like a coward, leaving my dying mother in my arms, and I couldn't save her either.
These words kind of impact her, like she grimaces a bit. Oh,
I would never forgive him for doing what he did.
he just kind of wait, incredibly, not really incredibly, just quite devastated to the ground. I I understand, but
You know,
if I may ask, do you know why did he run away? Maybe he had a good reason, or I don't know. Maybe I'm sorry.
listen, the reason I don't like to fight is I really can't control my powers. One, I mean, I can't do now. Is I still struggle a lot. When I was
Oh,
younger, much younger, there was a scary storm. I
us.
I was afraid. My powers started manifesting, and
Oh,
I I I was that feeling was so scary that I basically power out my powers, and I basically blasted off my mother,
uh, God, that's
and and he watched it. My mother was in a very bad health situation. She basically lived in a bed because she was so devastated she couldn't move. And my dad couldn't handle us. He couldn't handle having to take her. He couldn't handle being afraid of me. That
I
I could do that again for him. And he just left us.
I I see. Oh Jesus, that's you poor thing.
I
Oh God. I guess I kind of know you're feeling like when you promise that if I tell you something you won't tell the others.
She's going to look with a pleading face and said, I'm not in a good state of mind to make promise, but I do my best.
Okay. About maybe 3 years ago, I started a rescue team with my boyfriend about on the air continent. His name was Mateo, and I I got him killed as well. I didn't mean to. I just we were stupid. We didn't know what we were doing, and we got caught in a monster house. And I tried to do my best. I really tried, but healing magic has never been like my thing. I studied really hard, but it never came to me, and all I could do is try to run away from that dungeon. We had a skateboard, but he was too he was too hurt, and when we finally came to a when we finally came to the local Dino to heal him, he was gone.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's
Eh,
thing is because of that I did something really stupid, and I had to leave my parents.
I. I'm sorry you had to go through that. It's never easy.
Yeah, it happens, I guess. But gotta move on.
I need to. What kind of. I can't believe that. What kind of hope does this mean?
A rope of
What?
yes, maybe.
I don't feel I have hope here. I really. The only thing that my mother told me before she passed away was sell the farm, go away. You need to find out who you are. You need to find why are you here. I can't. She couldn't leave me all the farm by myself. I'm starting to think that she was right. I can't do this anymore.
Um, I know it's not much of help, but okay, maybe if we get out of here and we see each other once this thing is over, I guess. I could perhaps try to teach you how to control your powers. I know it sounds pretentious, but that's pretty much the only good thing I do. Study magic and see how it works. So maybe I could lend
It's
you a hand in how it works. And oh,
yeah, I'm very. Every piece of knowledge is I really appreciate that. Thanks. Let's just get out of here.
before she turns around and walks, she just walks out to the Scorbunny and she gives her a hug, like trying to stroke her head. Like, guess this is pretty much the hope we have. Just try to look something to and go for it, I suppose.
We we are going to we are going to end this madness soon. I just oh I can't believe I'm back here. You know,
Yeah,
at one point I thought this was going to be my life. I was going to be around here every time. You know, this.
yeah, I get that feeling. I honestly I don't know how I'd react if I just had to come back home. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed anymore. So
I'm pretty sure he accepted me for pity.
I
But
wish I could. Yeah,
I'm if my father didn't run away, I'm pretty sure yours aren't going to do that either.
I guess. We'll get out of this. We'll manage. We just gotta stay hopeful, I guess. Maybe that was the whole point of the trial, you know?
I guess I just need a moment to process everything. Maybe I. Oh boy.
Yeah, just we don't really have to go until we get the orb, so I can maybe ask the guys to just give you a minute and go whenever you want to.
No, I'm going to. You shall go all to the house. I'm going to talk about him for a little bit.
You're
Before
sure
I
about that?
go, I need to know why. I really need to
Okay.
know why.
Okay, fair. I'll just ask the guys to with the orb until you're done. Would that be okay?
I'm going to take the orb. If
Oh,
it's okay for you.
oh, no. Of course. It's personal stuff, of course. So I guess we should get going, right? If you want, like, take as much time as you need.
Are you going to go now?
I guess.
Yeah, they are going
Okay.
to go back and talk to.
Okay. Assuming neither of the boys object, then Fatima will sort of drag you two away and leave Sena chatting with her father. Do either of the boys object?
Nope, Lee's just resting. He doesn't really care where.
Okay. So, Sena, you are now alone. What do you want to say?
Just one question. Why did you do that? I need to know.
Because I was an idiot. I let fear, let everything just control me, just cause me to act irrationally, and I left you when I shouldn't. I'm Senna. I'm not going to ask you for forgiveness. I know I don't deserve it after what I did. I was an idiot and I was wrong.
You know she's dead, right?
I always did suspect that, yeah.
She died a couple months after you left. Things kept getting worse, and I couldn't attend the farm and attend her before she looked so guilty that I was stuck with her and I couldn't do anything.
If it makes you feel any better, the day I left is a day I will regret for the rest of my life.
The worst part is if I kept blaming myself for doing that. I kept blaming myself that you weren't there because of me. If I wasn't there, I would.
Don't, Senna. Don't blame yourself for it.
No,
It was my fault. If I was there, I could have helped you. If I was there, I could have helped both you and your mother. If I was there, things would have turned out much differently. But I wasn't, because I let fear take control of me. I can never truly apologize for what I did.
the worst part is I would never know if this is real or not. I would never have the certain. Just I don't know if you are a representation of what I wanted to hear. If is this just one possibility in another place, or if you are really telling me this, I will never know because what you done.
What does your heart tell you?
The worst part is it keeps telling me to be hopeful that you're telling me these things. That deep inside you are still a good father. I I'm sorry. I would never forgive you for what I've done. But I don't know if this is something that it's showing me that I should move on or not.
Honestly, Sena, take what you want out of it. I can't ask you for forgiveness any more than I deserve. And as he is talking, you see the morning rays of the sun peek over, and as he said, the fields are just growing vibrant and filled with berries. And he says, I can't ask you for forgiveness any more than you can give it. All I ask is that you keep growing strong, Sena. You find the motivation to keep walking forward. Find what you need. And I hope that someday you can get the closure you want and find what truly makes you happy. He walks over to the field and he hands you a bundle of berries and says, I hope these help keep you alive in the coming days.
She is so conflicted. She looks conflicted, and her faces are clenched, and she just go. She just starts crying again and just go to hug him a little bit, and then she's going to grab the bunch of berries and grab the orb and said,
Okay, and as with before, as soon as your paws touch the orb, the world flashes white, and you are being transported to the treasure room. But before you reach there, you hear your father say, You've grown beautiful, Sena. I'm glad that I got to meet you one more time. And you are all in the treasure room. This time, though, what you see for the 4 treasures is you see 2 cups, 2 wands, 2 swords, and 2 coins on the treasure respectively, and you get the same feeling where you can only choose one.
Well, I guess we got the orb then.
Well, I mean, we got the orb, but like, there's double chest. Which one? Okay. How are we looking on health?
I've got 30 HP. I think I'm good.
I'm pretty okay.
We should be fine.
Full. So I guess we don't need the cups. Okay. So is it the one, the sword, or the money?
I mean, money's nice, but we did get all that money from the vials of poison, so I don't know if we need that.
Something in my gut is feeling the wand for some reason.
I'm kind of feeling the wands too.
Alright, so 2 votes for ones. Honestly, I don't think we need that much money for now. But then again, it's never a bad thing to have a bit more just in case. But either way,
That's
I'm fine
valid.
with any. I'm fine with either choice.
I mean,
agree
if worst
with you.
comes to worst, we can just sell the wands.
I mean, I agree with you on the whole money thing, but there's a time and place.
Okay, so you're going for the wand chest?
I think so.
Yeah.
Alright,
All right. Who's opening it?
I guess I'll go, or maybe Sena wants to go because magic.
I think
think-
Sena should do it.
Thematically, it should
Okay,
be.
fair. You know what? Yeah, Sena should go.
She was just on her knees, crying, and say, "Okay, I grab it." And she reluctantly gets up and
Fatima puts Fatima puts her hand on her shoulder and she gives it a slight smile.
Okay. You open up the 2 wand chest and you get this.
it's
Oh, sure.
what Johnny has been looking for.
And as you open that up,
And no one else can get that joke. No one else will
can't
get
wait to.
No one gets it but us.
yes, no one
Yeah.
gets it but you. Moving on, that's what you get. So add that to your inventory, and all the chests open up and are now completely empty. And the door opened up behind you. So, question for the players: do you guys wanna, and I suppose for the audience too, do you guys want to go through one more thing, or do you guys want to end it off now?
I kind of want to
Honestly?
end it off here, honestly.
I don't think I can go farther. So to be honest,
Yeah, we
Honestly,
didn't
I'm-
go
I'm-
through what I planned on, but if we leave now, we're going to be a bit before time. But
I'm brimming with energy. I can do one more, but whatever you guys decide.
I mean, how long is it going for?
we've been going for an hour and
Almost 2
45
hours.
minutes.
It's a bit shorter than usual, that's for sure. But I mean, I'm fine either way. If anything, maybe to not just go through another door. I maybe check the shop one last time, but I don't know. Whatever you guys decide.
I mean, we can do the shopping now and then just go say that the next door we are going it's the one that we start for the next session.
Mm,
That sounds like a plan
Sure.
to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. Alright,
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, then sure. So you guys, we'll move on a bit more. So as usual, you guys enter back into that one sort of antechamber, and you walk into the fool's shop, and the Kekleon there says to you, my, it appears that you went through quite an ordeal, haven't you?
Yeah, you don't say.
I don't think it was. Never mind.
No, I
I-
wasn't saying it for me.
I don't really want to talk about it.
Understandable. I did give you that warning that you would most likely see figures who are familiar to you. And this is one of those instances.
Well,
Can offer nothing more than my condolences.
can you maybe offer us some information, possibly?
What type of information?
Well, I don't know the exact story, and I get the feeling Sena's in no position to tell us, but she looks pretty shaken up. What I'm wondering right now is, how in the blue blazes does this entity or master, whatever you call him, how do they know those sort of things about us? Make this tick.
The Master and myself, by extension, are able to see all of what is happening within these dungeons, if that is what you're asking. If you're asking how the door itself led to this situation, Then, as I said before, each door is reflected by your collective hearts. So what you see beyond there is determined by yourselves.
I see.
In any case, if you do not wish to speak, then I shall,
No, I have one more question.
very well.
You said that you could tell us about the future from the lively town for the
Mhm.
last door. Do you have any for this door?
Very well. The man you just saw, who I believe is your father, correct?
Yeah.
After the yield became done, he managed to restart and revitalize the farm and managed to feed many Pokémon and was quite generous after receiving a change in heart. And Sena, you'll be happy to know that the farmlands were named after your mother.
That's wonderful.
In any case, these are the items.
Lee has a look at them and he doesn't seem particularly interested in any of them.
Question. Better question. Are the iron thorns meant to be like daggers?
Yeah, iron thorns or daggers.
Unlimited.
So we can buy
That means it's you can buy a single one for 20G, unlimited meat stock.
Wait, it says 2G.
Oh yeah, 2G. Sorry.
Gold pieces, yeah.
So basically, you can buy as many of them as you. Each one costs 2 gold pieces per one.
well, iron
Okay.
thorns. Daggers only thrown daggers at least only deal about 1d4 damage. I think we all have cantrips, just some ranged option that does more damage than that. So I don't think we need them.
This is basically if Lee wants range options, but he has dart, so
Can I pick the darts up after I use them, assuming I'm able to find them?
Assuming you're able to find them, yes.
Okay.
what
Shall we
else?
get the switcheroo one? It could be useful. I mean, the last one could have been really useful in the last challenge.
Switcheroo basically just means that we just switch places or switch items.
You switch place. You can either switch place with object or creature. The creature needs to make a save. I'll give you the larger description probably post stream.
Okay.
I mean, we can have like the chance that, for example, someone doesn't want to give us the orb, so we can just switch.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about that one, Chief. How about the blast seed? I assume that basically you just throw it and it goes boom. But are there any other ways to make it go boom?
I have wait a minute. I have the description for the blast seeds. You can throw the seed with a range attack roll. I have 5. That's why I'm saying.
Okay.
I mean, you can throw the seed with a range attack roll or hurling with a sling. If throw the seed, it's not that good, to be honest.
How much damage does it do?
2d6 fire damage.
Yeah.
Can you?
And if they are intercepted, they need to make a dex save. And then if they fail, they get 2d6.
Okay. Question. Do they explode only on impact, or are there other ways to make it go boom? Like if they're ignited.
Also, I remember in the PMD,
It only explodes on impact.
Not as useful then.
Also, I remember in the PMD games you could eat blast seeds and they'd have a shorter range, but they do more damage. Is that true of these seeds?
I mean, not according to the homebrew, but you know what? To make it more similar to PMD. Yeah, I'll have to balance it out later, but yeah, I'll allow you to eat it. It has less range, but it does do more damage. I'll balance the damage out after the stream.
So we basically have a free one-time breath use of one-time dragon's breath use, guys.
I mean,
I say
If
we
it's
pass on
cold-
him. I mean, Sena already has some, so
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have 5.
Yeah, so do I actually. So
not to mention Dragon Breath
Okay,
is
if
like,
we have 10, then it's no question.
I guess we don't either if we really want the Switcher one, but it only has 3 uses though, unless
No.
they like recharge on long rest or something. But probably either that or nothing, because I think Lumberry is just it cures status and that's it.
Yeah,
And
we
we
got
got
one.
Lumberries.
It cures any status condition.
and we also
Yeah.
got the farming thing. So
Yeah, and also 5 Pecha berries, 5 Figgy. I don't know what those do, and yeah, I think we're fine on berries.
Yeah. What were the figgy berries too?
Cures confusion.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. I think we'll pass this time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, very well. So you're going to see what the next door is before ending it off?
Yep.
sounds about right.
Okay, which door are you gonna look at? Are you just gonna go clockwise from left to right?
Yeah.
Sure. that
Okay.
works.
Good, that makes things easier for me. Okay. The so as you walk up to the next door, you get the usual card flash, and this is why I really kind of wish you guys, but oh well. What you guys see is where is it? Here we are. Okay, so what you see is below the card you see XII, and what you see on the card is you see a pole that is hanging someone. Someone specifically a Baniri.
Oh
with-
boy.
So
Well,
yeah,
that's
you
strange.
see a card that shows a Baniri hanging upside down. However, he's not actually hanging upside down. Instead, the card itself seems to be upside down.
Oh.
Okay, so normally the card would be the pole and him hanging upside down, but the card itself seems to be reversed. So now he is being hung, looking like he's being hung towards the sky.
it's like reverse
It's ba-
gravity.
Yeah.
It's like it's like the inverse stone tower. Yeah, I got it.
So Fatima, give me a Arcana check as usual.
Oh boy. Possibly last roll of the session. Please, Parser, behave. I beg you. Okay.
All right. You know that is called the Hanged Man, and it is associated with self-sacrifice. And reversed, it is indicative of someone who sacrifices others' well-being for the sake of their own skin.
So we're possibly.
I-
So Manitalk, we're potentially going to come across anti-Lucius here.
This is Oathbreaker Lucius, guys.
That's what the fandom wanted. But never gonna get.
Oh boy.
So, what do you want to do?
Lee's gonna see if he can flip the card manually.
Uh,
Why
the
did we
card
think of
is
that?
way above your head, so...
Okay, I didn't know that.
Wait, I have
Maybe
vines.
we can like make a totem.
I
Maybe.
have red vines. Can I flip it? If I use
how far can your vines extend?
that, I'm not sure. I think the maximum range is 10 feet.
Yeah.
Let me check just to make sure. Chestpin. Yeah, your vines can extend 10 feet. Okay. So, you move your vines up, and as they go towards the card, you can't get a grip on it. It feels like the card itself is almost a decoration on the wall, sort of how you see it.
Oh, well, so much for that plan.
Now that I think about it though, is Is the previous door we came from? Is the car like all the?
Yeah, the card. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, the previous room we came from the guard frame.
Okay, perfect. Another A rank.
Okay. So, what do you want to do?
All right, guys, it's between the Baneri and the Ninetales. What do we want to do?
Something about that veneer gives me ominous vibes, to be honest.
Yeah, that card's meaning is not quite giving me good vibrations. It basically, I'd say it depicts someone that is being greedy, I guess, like taking advantage of others, basically.
At those words, he just flinches, and he looks, and he goes, "Oh, uh, well, they're probably not the nicest people then." And something you notice his voice is maybe slightly deeper than normal for some reason. Like he almost was trying to like whisper it, but still being audible.
So I guess the Ninetales door it is, I suppose.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer that one. Thank you.
Well, I guess I should ask, is this door calling out to anyone in particular?
No.
None of
Not
you
me.
feel it. No.
Not me.
All right, well, I guess we'll go with the Ninetales then.
Okay. Ignoring that door, you guys go through the upside down Ninetales door, and that is where we will end it off then.
Oh boy. What a rush. What a session.
All the feelings, me heart.
Who knew farming could be so exciting?
Like every Stardew Valley player ever. And I guess, well, you know, Minecraft and Animal Crossing.
Who,
All the farming games.
who needs actual effort when you can just magic your way through?
Wizards. And they say you just need Fireball.
Uh,
Need Fireball, really Fireball, need Fireball.
I mean, hey, Fireball would have just helped the situation.
I doubt.
Oh, see, it's super easy. Like, okay, I need you guys help. See this farm? Fireball. Okay, done. No
No.
farm, no help. Let's get out of here, boys.
And I even think, no. Just God, no. I already had enough PTSD with fire for one in my lifetime. Thank you very much.
Fireball.
Say as you.
But hey, you gotta absorb
I
elements.
know,
Not fire would
Ninetales,
kill you.
but water. That's my excuse.
I mean, you gotta absorb elements. Fine.
So is that going to be it for the night?
I suppose.
Yeah. So, yep. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and thank you all for joining me on this next adventure.
Oh boy. I already feel like I know what's coming out next for some reason.
Can't wait for whose heart is gonna get crushed next.
The minute you gave me that description of like the upside down hangman, I could feel it. I know what it's going to be.
Oh boy.
You didn't feel it calling out to him, though, so...
Well,
And
after like Sena's was like she wanted to go there. I doubt Aggie would want to go there.
And it is upside down, so...
But
well, I mean, to be fair, Sena wanted to go there until she realized she didn't.
Alright.
All right. Well, see you all later then. Bye.
Bye, everyone.